viewers. I just wanted to do a quick video about my Sony AS15 action cam. I've had this for about 10 years. I bought it in I think 2014, and it's been a really great little action cam for me. I've done a lot of stuff with it. It's been very reliable, very durable, and I wanted to do this video because I'm seeing these now at places like eBay for as low as between $50 and $70 with a 30-back guarantee. So it's coming from a reputable seller, and I thought, wow, that's really cheap for, I think, for this camera, and I'll get into more details about this camera. But if you're thinking, if you thought you'd like to get an action cam, but you can't justify the expense, GoPros are pretty expensive. I've got an Insta360, which is pretty expensive. What a great alternative. And, you know, for $50, you've got what I consider to be a professional action cam. Now, if you do this, make sure you get the accessories with it. It should come with the clips and the adhesive stick-on clip for your helmet. And it should also come with an underwater dive case, which I've used this a lot, and it's been really effective. It works really well. The other thing that comes with it is this strap, this head mount strap that you don't need so you don't need a helmet, and you put your camera in there, clip it up, and you can put that on your head without a helmet. And what I like about this is you can adjust it to get different angles. Let's say you're boarding with a friend and you want to get a shot of them beside you. You can take this and adjust it so that you're shooting off to the side. And I think that's pretty cool. Plus it's got some adjustment right there as well for a different angle, except, you know, to get you away from just the straight ahead POV shot that we see ad nauseum. The other thing that you're going to want to consider, because you're buying a used camera, is you might have to get a new battery. Now these batteries are pretty cheap. It's don't go to Sony. They want $68 for this battery, and I've seen them. It's a NP BX1. I've seen these online. A guy's 2 new batteries and a charger, $12 in the States. I guess there's some shipping involved, but you know, really cheap. So it's a consideration if you're buying a used camera. You might want to think about that. Let me talk a little bit about the camera. Now, it has a built-in stereo mic, which is very sensitive, and I'm going to put a demo up here in a second. But I've had a GoPro Hero Black 7, and now I've got an Insta360 1R, and this built-in mic beats them by a long shot. It's very sensitive. And let's do a demo. Let me put a demo up of me just doing a YouTube video with the mic and the camera a couple of feet away from my head. Let's put that up. So the concept here is that you put some manure in there, and as it rots, it heats, and it's going to heat the upper soil for to get some early growth. So let's try that. So you can see that sounds pretty good. Now the drawback with any built-in mic is if it's windy, especially with this mic because it's so sensitive, it's going to pick up that wind, and if you're trying to do a serious interview or a vlog or something, you know, it's going to have too much wind sound on it, which is going to kind of ruin it. So what I want to show you, the solution to that, which isn't too expensive, but okay, we're spending a bit more money, is this this Rode Video Micro mic. They're around $50. And the neat thing about this little mic is it comes with a windsock. And it's a pretty good little mic. I've tested this out. And what I've done here is I've made a rig using a grip where I can mount my mic and the camera. I've got a smartphone clip, and I can put the camera in there and plug the mic into it, and then I'm using an external mic with a windsock, and I've got a handheld grip. If I want to do a vlog, I can get it out there. The great thing about this rig, this kind of a setup with an external mic, is if you are into vlogging, put a extension cord on your mic, put this on a tripod, put that on a tripod in front of you, and you can have your mic right here, close to your face, getting professional audio. So now you're into this for maybe $100. Still pretty cheap. I'll put a video link up on the YouTube video I did on building this little rig here. So check that out. One of the reasons I wanted to get an action cam was for time lapse, because my main camera, my Sony V1U, didn't do a proper time lapse. So I bought this for doing time lapse, and it looks pretty good. Let's put a video clip up of a time lapse that I shot with this little camera. One of the drawbacks to this camera is it doesn't have a viewfinder. So when I bought this, they had an app called Play Memories. You put that on your smartphone and you could use that as your viewfinder. Frankly, I never used it. I did a demo with it, but I never used it. I would just point the camera at what I was looking at, and I would basically get what I was looking at. Today, I did some research. The Play Memories app is no longer available. They have an app called Image Edge Mobile. I downloaded it onto my smartphone, which is a fairly new phone, and I couldn't get it to work. I didn't fool around with it too long. Because I'm not going to use it. But so if you want that feature, it probably works. I just didn't fool around with it too long. Back in, I think it was 2018, I bought a GoPro, and the main reason I bought it was to access the new image stabilizing features that you get on all these cameras now. And the GoPro image stabilization was far superior to this. Let me put a clip up with a side-by-side comparison of the GoPro and the AS15. And you can also see the image is a little different. The GoPro is a bit warmer, and the Sony tends to be a little punchier. I like the image on the Sony. I don't have any problem with it at all. I've done a lot. I've done a lot of travel videos and things like that. So, property. Okay, let's try a bit of running. The other thing I liked about this camera was I could plug it into virtually anything, any kind of a notebook or a laptop, and it would mount up on the desktop without having to use, special software or whatever to access the files. I even had this little cheap notebook, and when I was traveling, it would mount right up on the notebook, and I could pull some files out and share them on social media and things like that. You're not going to do National Geographic documentaries with this, but if you're just doing documentaries that are going up on social media, this is pretty effective. And I have used a lot of this footage in documentaries that have been broadcast on television. So, it is good enough for broadcast television. So, there you go. $50 for the camera, $50 for the mic with a Furmaster, and you're in business. You can, you're off and running doing some serious video production. So, thanks for watching, everybody. Check out my series, Professional Video Production on a Shoestring Budget. I'll put links to that playlist up here. And check out my other videos on my YouTube channel. I've got a lot of stuff. I've got documentaries featuring Vancouver Island and how-to videos and things like that. So cheers, everybody. Thanks for watching.